Everyone. So, coming to you raw and rugged. In 27 days, it'll be 1,000 days that my husband has passed away, which was officially 3 years. It's hitting me really hard, right? Because how has it been 3 years already? Where have I been? Where have I been? How did we reach this place? I remember the first few weeks after he passed away. The only thing I wanted to do was sleep. I remember joining a widows group on Facebook the night he died. I remember just going online and looking for widows. And that very first night, I joined a group called Young and Widowed with Children. And over the next few months, that group became my outlet, became my safe place. It was comforting talking to people who understood what I was feeling, not just people who were telling me it's going to be okay, or people who were just sympathizing with me because they cared about me or cared about us. But I was amongst a group of people, widows and widowers, who understood what I was feeling, who allowed me to just be me, complain and rant and ask questions and just make posts with thousands and thousands of words. They will read everything that I wrote. And it would be responses and inboxes and hugs and advice and just sincere sympathy from people who could understand what I was feeling. With that group and with sleep, I think that's how I made it through the first few months. I wanted to start making videos talking about this 1,000 day journey, not to gain traction or for anything other than my healing. Because I don't know, we'll see at the end of this thing, but I think that somehow talking over the next 28 days will help me realize just how far I've come. Although I have no idea how I got here, it's nothing but God's grace, nothing but God's mercy, nothing but Him guiding me because I walked in a fog for a very long time. So over the next few days, I'm going to share little bits of videos of my journey, how I got to this place of 1,000 days later. I would advise all widows or widowers, especially if you're new on your journey, to join a group. Find a social media group. I tried in-person grief share. That just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me because I was in a room of widows and widowers who were elderly. They had 40 years with their mate, 50 years with their mate. Their children were grown and they had grandchildren. And I sat in a room with these people and I have babies. And we only got 16 years together, 17 years together. I felt cheated. I felt myself being mad at them because they got to spend their time together. So I knew that place wasn't for me because they were hurting regardless of how many years they got together. They still felt like they were cheated from losing their mates. So I joined social media groups with people who were in my age group, who were in the same circumstances that I was in. So my advice would be find your community. Find people that can relate to where you are now on your journey. Find people who are understandable, who don't expect you to show up every day laughing and smiling, who appreciate your smiles, but also understand your tears at the same time. So that here's to counting down to 1,000 days of grief and my healing process. I'll see you guys tomorrow.